Fulanis are hiding under Islam. They are confusing our people, especially the houses. They are confusing our people. All the imams, especially the northern part of Nigeria, all of them are Fulanis. They are confusing our people because they don't want us to think for ourselves. They always want us, anything they tell us, whether good or bad, we should just follow them. This thing, it has to come to an end.
As a northerner, I was just opportune to be educated by the missionaries. As a northerner, not many girls had that opportunity. What is happening in the north is pathetic. It's very pathetic. And especially if you're a Christian. In 2021, they ransacked our village, Borno State. They went to the church and kidnapped many of our youth and shot them. Everybody saw it. It was viral. And just shedding tears watching that video. You see the north, but just silent. And the southerners, they only see the side of the oppressors. But there are some oppressed people
of the north
that are not saying anything.
GGM, uniting the people for good governance. People, viewers and subscribers, sorry about that mix up. Yeah, we're back again on GGM Hour. I believe you can hear me. My mic was off. Now we are going to hit the ground running immediately because today is more or less a mobilization for the people to be united. This is BVI Channel 1 on GGM Hour, where we unite the people for good governance. And when we talk about Nigeria, I have always said that every Nigerian is a victim of bad governance. Every Nigerian, irrespective of where you're coming from, you're a victim of bad governance. So today, I got a call far north. Someone from Borno State. You remember some weeks ago, I made a publication about a young Hausa lady that came forward to open up on how they've been dying in silence. And nobody is talking about it. How they've been subjugated in the north. They call them the minority of the north. You remember that video? Let us review that video again today. Then, followed by the call I received today, which everyone should listen to. Because they are crying that they are dying in silence and nobody is reporting it. Especially the Christian minority of the north. And even the Muslims that are not, the Fulanese. That is how they said it. And that is how they brought the person that called. I don't know the person. But you need to listen to what they said. And you now understand that every Nigerian is a victim of Nigeria. Every Nigerian is a victim of Nigeria. And your oppressors are your political class. Your oppressors are political class. I don't want to waste time. Let us quickly review that video of this young lady. Then we'll now listen to what this woman told me about her personal experience as a northern Christian Muslim and a woman for that matter. Let us get to the video immediately. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Fulanis are hiding under Islam. They are confusing our people, especially the houses. They are confusing our people. All the imams in Nigeria, especially the northern part of Nigeria, all of them are Fulanis. They are confusing our people because they don't want us to think for ourselves. They always want us, anything they tell us, whether good or bad, we should just follow them. This thing, it has to come to an end. Gaskiya. So Hausa people, please and please, my people, you people you have to differentiate between religion and culture and language. We have to differentiate that, because we mix everything together. We mix Islam, we mix everything, we mix religion, not matter of Islam, because they even put hate on us. Anybody that is not Muslim, we should not like him, especially the people that are Christian or any religion that are Hausas. They call us Maguzawa, non-religionists, and it's a lie. Just is a propaganda, because they want to rule us every day. We are like a slave to them. It's not that enough. Now they are killing our people each and every day. They are killing our people each and every day, and their people are not talking. Minister, everything has to do with politics. They are the one. Katsina is Hausa land. The people that are doing governor, like the one I know since I grew up, all of them are Fulanis. The 4 governors are Fulanis. Why? Kano is only one Hausa. All of them are Fulani. Even vice governor is Fulani.
GGM, uniting the people for good governance. You've seen that. You remember the video when I published it some couple of weeks ago. Now, I got a call, and this woman opened up to me about what they are going through as minority of the North, especially being Christian, and most especially as a woman. Now, listen to this conversation I had with her. I don't have her name, I don't have identity, and it is also good that I don't have it, okay? Because she revealed what many are afraid to speak out. Listen to this attentively. I'll be right back. Don't go away. I think there is a mix-up there. While we are going to look out for the mistake there, you stick back while we sort it out. I'll be right back again to continue on the program. Let us get that video. It is really important. I think they are trying to get that video very quickly. I'll be coming back again because it is important you listen to it. So let's take a look at the intro of the program, and we'll come back, then we'll continue from there.
Fulanis are hiding under Islam. They are confusing our people, especially the Hausas. They are confusing our people. All the imams in Nigeria, especially the northern part of Nigeria, all of them are Fulanis. They are confusing our people because they don't want us to think for ourselves. They always want us, anything they tell us, whether good or bad, we should just follow them. This thing, it has to come to an end. Gaskiya.
As a northerner, I was just opportune to be educated by the missionaries. As a northerner, not many girls had that opportunity. What is happening in the north is pathetic, very pathetic, and especially if you're a Christian. In 2021, they ransacked our village, Borno State. They went to the church and kidnapped many of our youth and shot them. Everybody saw it. It was viral. And just shedding tears watching that video. You see the north, and the people are just silent. And the southerners, they only see the side of the oppressors. But there are some oppressed people
of the north.
that are not saying anything.
GGM, uniting the people for good governance.
And it's being represented. And I really want to make a little input. Maybe you can expand that very important video.
Okay, what video? Excuse me, and didn't get where you're calling me from. So you're calling from Abuja, right?
Yes.
Okay. Which video are you talking about, please?
It's about what is happening. Is the well, actually it says Ahmad Bello and Buhari destroyed the North.
Okay.
It's about years ago, but I watched it again.
It's about the historical perspective of Nigeria, right? It has something to do with that.
Yes.
Okay, go on. I think it's about from the north that said something, and I expanded on it, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
And it is well presented. I like it, and there is something. You know, I I have lived in Lagos. I've been to parts of the southeast, and I have adequate knowledge about the different cultures of the whole country. And unfortunately, there's a sort of misrepresentation about, you know, in such a way that, and also do not have some misrepresentation of the South. However, you know, we have a diverse culture, and diversity is a blessing if it is properly used. Do you get me?
I agree with you totally.
Thank you. And you all your videos, you have been hitting very, very important issues pertaining to the country as a whole. Despite the fact that you come from the southeast, and I really appreciate you for looking into the issues pertaining to the north. However, the issues you presented are peculiar and they are very important, very crucial in the development of youth as a whole. And even when you become a leader, you know, as a northerner, I was just opportune to be educated by the missionaries. I attended missionary school and mostly boarding school. After that, I went to QES and I performed very well. As a northerner, not many girls had that opportunity. I pursued my career very, you know, with vigor and with hope. And when I studied ACCA in London, I didn't want to stay in London. I decided to come back home to serve my country. And honestly, it was the biggest mistake I thought I've made in my life for coming back, because I had so many offers in England to work as a chartered accountant. And when I came, the atmosphere, the environment is so hostile. Why is it hostile? Because I'm a Christian. And this is the issue.
Because you're a Christian, not?
Yes. And the issue inhibiting children in the north and prospective leaders in the north, it's just religion. As a Christian, you can hardly pursue what you want and achieve and even dream of being a leader, because you will not be allowed. And I just want you to be educated, because there's something you said in the video, and which I want you maybe to elaborate more on that video and include the issues some few population of the northerners are going through.
Okay.
I rose up. My father was a missionary. He worked with the missionaries, and that is why I had that opportunity. Not many girls had that opportunity, and I had excellent education system, and I got educated and got trained as a chartered accountant, and I worked in my state. I became a commissioner with tears, and after that I survived all this aggression, what I can say, against women, against Christians in Borno, and fortunately I just went to CBN in 1990 after serving my state. I worked in the university as a deputy professor and got appointed in Central Bank of Nigeria in 1990 as a senior manager, just because I was in the same college in London with the former governor, and he knew my credentials, and that is why he specifically requested me, and I went and joined the services of the CBN in 1993 as a senior manager, from being a commissioner and a deputy bursar. It was an humiliating offer, but the governor assured me I should take it, and I performed very well. I worked as a bank examiner in all the banks. And so I want to take you, my brother, because you are very, very intelligent in presenting issues. And our country is decaying. And you people are struggling. But still, we need to put more effort to enlighten our youth. They should not be discouraged. What is happening in the north is pathetic. Very pathetic. And especially if you're a Christian. In 2021, they ransacked our village, Borno State. They went to the church and kidnapped many of our youth and shot them. Everybody saw it. It was viral. I was just shedding tears watching that video. It's in the north. And the people are just silent. We keep praying, that is our hope. And the southerners, they only see the side of the oppressors. But there are some oppressed people
of the north
that are not saying anything. And it's because I'm a Christian, that was why I could not complete my tenure as a deputy governor in the CBN. Because the governors, they said, how can a Christian go and occupy that position? Can you imagine? And being that I'm a professional auditor, I was a director of audit in CBN, and I did everything. The governor was very good at that time. Joseph Sanusi, he was a God-fearing person, and he never wanted corruption. And we brought the CBN. My brother, I can tell you, every minute there's stealing going on every minute they are stealing money in that bank. I am telling you as a witness. I rose through the ranks to become a deputy governor. I'm the first female to become a deputy governor in CBN. Obasanjo appointed me single-handedly. He never referred to my state of origin or anything because he knows what is happening. However, when the new governor came, he came with a different intention. He just wanted to pack money. And they warned him that be careful with that woman. She will send you to prison. And that is how I found my Waterloo. When I with Atiku, Atiku didn't want me because he wanted his girlfriend to be appointed as deputy governor. I'm a Christian, and he didn't want me to be there. And they made sure they removed me. I served only 1 year out of my 5 years.
Just 1 year?
Just 1 year. because it was during Soludo's time. I know she's your brother, but I don't know how you are to him, but I'm telling you. When Soludo went into CBN became a different place. It became worse than a commercial bank. Gradually, it degenerated to this level. I am telling you.
But I thought Soludo, sorry to cut in, I thought Soludo came before Sanusi.
No, it's not that Sanusi. That's there's another gentle Sanusi.
Okay.
Or Joseph Oladele Sanusi.
Okay, not the MES Sanusi.
No.
Okay,
That one is broken. They are the people that destroyed this country. I'm sorry to say, but I'm writing a book, but I'm afraid to write it because they will just kill me.
You know the consequences in Nigeria. Nigeria is a terrible place.
I just came back from UK now. I've been living all my life from since the time they did this. They were trying to kidnap me. They were trying to kill me. You know, I had to run away to US. And after 20 years now, I came back. And I'm living in hiding up to today because they feel I have some knowledge. You have to know this, Peter. I am telling you, there are some things I cannot say. If I write it in a book, I'm trying to write a book. And my supervisor said, look, if you write this book, make sure you're not in Nigeria again. Up to today, I don't move freely. And I'm talking to you now in confidence. Up to today, I can't walk freely in Nigeria, my own country, because they are still watching. Because documents will never die.
Of course, because they know you have evidence of the atrocities and all of those.
Yes. So, after some time, they deceived the Obasanjo, and he regretted. But he said he cannot take his voice back. So my constituent told me to go to the National Assembly and appeal. I wrote a letter, not having any hope. Surprisingly, Peter, I didn't give National Assembly shit. They just sat on my appeal, and together with the late Deputy Governor, that is demised now, from Kaduna State, my Lafia, and Soludo was here, and they told Soludo off, and they said they should reinstate me. But Peter, what? I don't have any political backing. I'm not a politician. I can never be a politician. So my reinstatement letter has been there since 2009. They just brushed it aside. So Jonathan said if he reinstates me, he will be stepping on toes. And the people in the CBN say they can't work with me because I'm going to send them to prison. Even Sanusi said it. And that is our country. That's my own country. So I come gently, quietly. I come in and out quietly. I don't want any trouble. I am grateful to God for life, first and foremost. I'm grateful to God. I have peace because nobody knows what I am doing, and even if they know now, they may think I've outlived my usefulness because I'm getting to my 75th year.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Peter, I thank you for helping Nigeria, and I thank you for enlightening people about the North, but you still have a lot to go and know truly what is the North like.
Right.
It is not like what you people in the South think.
I understand what you're talking about because
we are suffering more than you. We have many Christians in the North. But have you ever had any appointment given to a Christian except Bola?
No, that one. He's as good as the rest of them. Corrupt politicians. People who are not, people who have no character.
No character.
No integrity at all.
No. So,
anyways, I really appreciate you calling. It's part of the concern. Just like the book you said you're writing, I know you're concerned about publishing the book, especially what happened with Farotimi, who was just arrested for writing a book.
Exactly.
So I understand the system we are in, But people like us, we've sold ourselves out to speak the truth, not for Nigeria, but for Nigerians who are victim of Nigeria. You understand? So we'll continue speaking out.
Blood of Jesus, nothing will happen to you. Continue. And if there's any information you want during your write-ups, I'm ready. This is my number. You can see it.
Okay.
Yes.
No problem. What's your name again, so that I can properly save it, so that you can.
I'll send it to you now.
All right. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, Peter. Well done, and you are covered with the blood of Jesus.
Thank you very much.
I don't know if we have Paw Patrol to make this country right again. You know.
It's left for the people, mostly for the people. If people are properly aware, properly informed, it's all about their attitude. They will stop this nonchalant attitude. They don't care. Everybody to himself, God for all of us attitude, and they are just picking everyone out there. The people are not united. They disunite people, just like you pointed out. They try to pinch the northern people against the west, against the south, against the east, and all of those things, so that we will be fighting among ourselves. Then the criminal element in the power will continue their business of stealing to stupor.
Exactly.
I will understand that game, but it is left for the people to understand that. I keep saying it in many of my videos that an average northerner is not my problem. An average Easterner is not the problem of a northerner or a Yoruba person, but the problem lies within your political class, and they answer your names. They are from your ethnicity, they are from your religion, they are from even your backyard. They are your problem, and they belong to one party. Their party is the party of impunity and corruption. They belong to one faith and religion.
Exactly. Corruption is a religion.
I'm telling you. So that is just it. So we'll continue. Now it's left for us, the people, to live beyond. This is my person, this is my ethnicity, this is my town person, it is our turn, like we are in a miracle now, and everybody is receiving it hot. So people should understand and live above that. Then we can set ourselves free from bad governance. What we are preaching is the freedom of the people from bad governance, from impunity, to start with. Then every other thing can fall in place. There is a lot of confusion in Nigeria, and the system, the foundation is faulty, everything. So they capitalize on that to continue in their business of corruption in government.
And as that lady mentioned in the video that I will send. Are you on WhatsApp?
Yeah, this number is on WhatsApp.
I will send you that video, and I really like that video. If you can expatiate the other side.
It's all right.
The girls, they are ready to do it, but they are not given the opportunity, as the lady said. And look at me, educated. I'm the first female to be appointed a female deputy governor in the Central Bank of Nigeria, and I come from the corner, from Adamawa.
And yet they don't want you to stay there.
Yes, they say I can stay there because I'm not a Muslim. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Send me your name, and so that I'll properly save your number. We'll continue this conversation.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
God bless you, Peter.
All right. GGM, uniting the people for good governance. All right, what a long conversation, but it is highly necessary. You hear that from her. And this is how we are getting these calls from different places and from different people, showing concern and also substantiating our point and stand that Nigerians are victims of Nigerian state. But can we remain like this and continue complaining, lamenting? Or is it about time every Nigerian, irrespective of wherever you are, and some people don't like me mentioning every Nigerian, and people believe that it is impossible for Nigerians to unite together against these oppressors of the people. But I can tell you, it is possible. And it's not, unity can happen in diversity. The most important thing is to unite for a purpose. And what purpose? To end the impunity of political class, beginning with the people. Because that is where it's going to start from. That is where it is going to start from. I keep hammering on it every time. Whether you are a Oduduwa, whether you are Arewa, whether you are a Biafrano, whether you are from the east, north, west, or south, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, it doesn't matter. as long as you are Nigerian, whether you agree or you don't agree, you are a victim of Nigeria. And the only thing that can save Nigerians is to unite, beginning with unity of purpose. And what purpose? To free themselves from bad governance. And how are they going to do that? By making themselves not available tools or willing tools in the hands of these corrupt politicians. That is where it's going to start. Because every time any election comes forward, it is still these impoverished, suffering Nigerians that will go and do dirty jobs for these politicians and collect peanuts. And they will all continue to suffer it, plunging everybody into the same mess. So it starts from the people. So the people must unite with purpose to decide for themselves, from me to you to the next person, that I will not make myself a willing tool in the hand of politicians to accomplish their quest to remain in power in any way or in any form, whether as agent of mobilization and renting crowd for them during elections, because that is where this all starts. During election season, they will all come around. That's why you see them. They will start visiting marketplaces. They will start frying corn. They will start plaiting hair on the street. They will start condescending to interact with the people like they care about them. And the people will be clapping. Hey, they are excited to see senator. They are excited to see governor. They are excited to see this person or that person. Rubbish. Absolute nonsense. It must start from the people to say, we are not going to be willing tools in the hands of these people. That is where it's going to start. Unity of purpose of all Nigerians. They must unite on this purpose. They must decide for themselves that enough is enough. Because you have never seen any politician to carry ballot box. All the killing happening in the north, yet they have been in power. And thank God these people have come up to clear it. Because we in the south, especially in this east, we see the northerners. You know, when we talk about northerners, okay, Hausa Fulani, they are our problem. Today, they are coming out to say, these are the main problem. The Futajelos, the invaders. The very people, the government of Nigeria acknowledged that they are invaders from foreign countries. Armed with sophisticated weapons and ransacking villages. I'm not the one that said that. It is the federal government of Nigeria that admitted that. And all these years, from the time of Ahmadu Bello, the descendant of Woodman Danfodio, they have been using and willingly using the minority of the north as willing tools. And the south as conquered territory. That has been what has been playing out. And that is what you see there. Okay? So whenever we talk about these things, some people don't get it. Some people don't understand that every Nigerian is a victim of Nigeria. And the oppressors belong to one political class. They belong to one political party. They belong to one religion. They belong to one ethnic nationality. And that is the corrupt political class. That is where they belong. All of them. They are from the east, north, west, and south. They speak your languages. They answer your name. They identify with your religion. But they are one in their mission to oppress you. Why will you continue making yourself a willing tool? The freedom of the people will start from the people and nobody else. So unity of purpose is where it starts. Before anything else. They must decide that they are not going to be willing tools in the hands of these people. They must decide. Hearing this thing from a northerner, called me, highly placed, somebody that had worked to the point of being the deputy central bank governor. And she's relaying out her ordeal, the nightmare. Nigeria happened to her. The same way Nigeria has been happening to everyone. But we are not going to remain there in complaining and lamenting. I think Ndubisi have joined us already in this conversation. Let's hear and know if Ndubisi, can you hear me? Confirm if you can hear me and if I can hear you from here. Good evening. You're welcome to the program, Ndubisi.
Yeah, Chinedu, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening to you. Now let's get to your opinion. You've heard what this the conversation for today. And today we are specifically trying to mobilize the people and unite them for good governance, wherever they are. And as the Ambassador General, this program is for you and I. Because today, Nigerians must unite first with purpose. That's what I'm saying for now. Now let's have your opinion.
Yeah, Chinedu, the unity of the people have just started. Not just have just started, it has been ongoing. sorry, sorry, Chinedu. So, like I was saying, I said the unity of the people has been ongoing, but few people are just noticing that that voice is becoming strong and stronger by the day. With the arrest of this guy, Dele, by the political class, all just in the name of the fact that they defend some sacred cows, untouchable, those that cannot be touched. The guy mentioned their names in the book. That is why all hell are let loose. I heard what the conversation you have with that northern lady, and she's afraid to publish her book. Chinedu, I would have advised her to publish the book and let the heaven fall. Nothing will happen. It's about the time some of these people should stop being afraid of their lives. Because we've all died. The lady in question is 76 years. I wonder why she's still afraid of dying at 76. People have died. None of us are better than them. Some of us are even ready to go. But it's not like you have to die for something. If I die today, let me die for fighting for good governance. You have to die for something. And you don't have to live for nothing. So I got the message the lady was trying to pass on. This is no longer secret, it's an open secret of what is happening in Nigeria. Of the fact that the political class are together. The political class from 1960, the people that defeated the Biafrans during the war, most of them are still alive, from Babangida to Buhari to Obasanjo to Gowon to Danjuma. These are the beneficiaries of the first, the second, the counter coup led by the young army officers from the north. These guys are still living large and are still alive. But thanks to the internet, because without this power of internet, perhaps Chinedu will not be there mobilizing the people. But these guys have hijacked the traditional media houses, the print media houses. They've shut mouth. They have shut everybody's mouth, but they can't shut the social media. They tried to do it under Buhari administration, even under Tinubu administration. They tried to do it. The other time they suspended Twitter, but after some time, Twitter was let go. So what I'm saying is that thanks to social media that gave us opportunity to air our views, and we'll continue to use this platform and so many other platforms to mobilize the people. And the work and the journey to mobilize the people can never close or can never stop, or you can never say that you have done enough. It will remain an ongoing process. So we'll continue to speak the truth without fear of favor. I know so many people, my colleagues and my friends, cannot afford to come on a platform like this to speak. Many are living as slaves. Many are living in perpetual fear. Many cannot even mention their name in public. Many cannot criticize the government, cannot criticize government policy for fear for unknown. 90% of Nigerians are living in fear. They can't speak out. But people like us who are speaking out. Hello, Chinedu, can you hear me?
You have people who are calling. If you are calling, keep calling. We are going to take your call. All right. The number to call is +234-810-4545-533. All right. So if you are calling, call +234-810-4545-533. Go ahead, NDBC. Hear you. Hang on, NDBC. We can't hear you. Let's find out what happened. We can't hear you for now. I think let's check if your mic is on.
Okay, it's muted. Sorry, it's muted. Can you hear me now?
All right, go on. Yeah.
Okay, Chinedu, what I'm saying is simple. Let me just conclude. There are people like us who continue to speak the truth without fear for anything, who continue to stand tall, continue to live for something, and of course, die for something, fighting for good governance in our society. Chinedu, like I said many people have been defeated emotionally, psychologically, and otherwise. Many are afraid to even present their names in public to criticize the government policies. Many are afraid to show their face, just like I'm showing my face here. I'm talking and the world is listening. So I say that is the only way to liberate ourselves. We have to be free. We have to talk and we have to condemn that what is evil. And that is the only way to liberate our society and show our children the way to go. Our own fathers fought during the war, fought for freedom, fought for equity, fought for justice, fought for good governance, and somehow Nigeria declared no victor, no boundaries. But it's a known fact that our fathers were denied access to privileges and good governance and a lot of goodies of lives. They had never experienced it. Even the northern brothers and sisters, that the one that spoke to you, Chinedu, you heard what the lady said? Many of them, many of them suffered and are still suffering, even more than those of us down in the south. One police commissioner of police told me, high-ranking policeman told me from the northern part of Nigeria. He told me of truth that they are living as slaves in the north. That it's only the Igbos that can save Nigerians. So I noted that information. Just like you will take note to note this information you got from that woman this evening. Anyway, Chinedu, let me hang on while I will wait for other callers. Thank you.
And I believe whoever that is saying that they are waiting and relying on Undibo to salvage them, to save them, to free them. Well, Ndibo has taken the brunt of every bad thing that has happened in the past. Ndibo had always been at the line of being the victims. Anything that happens in Nigeria, Ndibo Ebunaya. But what we're saying now is that it is not a collective responsibility. but it begins with awareness creation, just like what we are doing here. We want more people to come on board. We want more people to be aware, because that is where it starts from. And that is from the Igbos, that your freedom starts with self-actualization. And the people must organize themselves in the BC. That is what we are doing on GGM. People must organize themselves. But who is going to organize the people? That's what GGM is out to do. That's why we need your support. We need everybody on board. In the BC, we have a WhatsApp platform where we add people unlimitedly on the WhatsApp, where they get information, where they get equipped with the right information, and where we can interact, and also where they can report any bad governance incidents around them. Because this is no time for somebody who will say, oh, they are going to come after me. Get us the things that are happening in your area. Just like these people are complaining in the north, the west are complaining, the south are complaining, the east are complaining. Everybody's complaining in Nigeria. But we cannot keep on complaining. We must act. We must unite. We must organize ourselves as a people. I know my people perhaps are always angry. It's not just only about Nigeria. When we talk about organize the people, come together, and all of that, they will say, oh, you're talking about Nigeria. It's not just about, it goes beyond Nigeria. All Africans, because GGM is for Africa. African liberation, the liberation of black race, the liberation of African nations, the liberation of African people, because we have suffered enough. We have been enslaved enough, and today we are now taking ourselves into slavery at a very high cost. People sell their property to become slaves abroad in the name of Japa syndrome, because things are bad, things are terrible. The government is so useless. People are dying. In fact, people are not traveling out of Nigeria or out of Africa. People are escaping as a result of bad governance. How long shall we continue to run? How long shall we continue to escape from Africa? It's about time every one of us stand our ground. Those who are already escaped should support the effort of those of us who are fighting, because without this place, you can't have a home. It doesn't matter if you have your passports across the world. Your home is still your home. Many of you will definitely desire to come back to Africa. Let it not be a burial ground for people who have run away and gave out their best of time and service to the Western world development. Whereas we are backward. Then when you are old and retired, you now come back to Africa to be buried. No. Africa is better than that. And it is we, the people, that must do that. And we encourage those of you who are in diaspora to help us, support us. Help us to mobilize and keep this message alive. I want to use the opportunity to appreciate everyone that have so far supported us and throughout this journey to keep these voices afloat. But we can't do much. We cannot do much without the people being part of it. You are watching. If you come across this video, search for BVI Channel 1. That is where we are rallying round. And you'll be added to our GGM platform. This number on the screen you're seeing there is a WhatsApp number. Request to be added to become an ambassador. Become an ambassador. Let us unite for good governance. It doesn't matter where you're from, in Nigeria or in Africa. Let us unite. Be the mouthpiece of good governance in your area. There is no other way to fight these people to a standstill than if the people are united. If the people have a sense of purpose. If the people have a direction. If the people are organized. And that is what GGM is doing. If you believe in this message, help us to share this video. Call the numbers if you want to be part of the program to air your opinion. It is well appreciated. But I know this is not the kind of program people would like to call. This is a problem-solving program. We have the number, the one on the screen, and also NDBC can also give us the numbers that are also available for the for people to be added on our WhatsApp platform. Let us take this first caller for today. Hello, good evening. Your name and where you're calling us from. You are live on GGM Hour. Hello. Yeah, hello. All right. I think that's a wrong call for the moment. If you want to call +2348104545533. All right, so that we will bring it to the knowledge of the people. Your opinion, what you have to say, and in case you want to join us on GGM, it's very important. Next year is going to be very busy for us. We want ourselves to be prepared for next year, to be prepared to engage the system of impunity for our own good. That is how we start the fight. That is where we stand our ground and insist on good governance wherever we are. NDBC, let's have your take.
Hello, Chinendu. Can you hear me?
Hear you very well. Go on. Go on. We can hear you.
All right. Like you said, let me start by inviting all. Let me start by inviting all the people who desire good governance in their space, wherever you are. Be you from be you from Nigeria, be you from African countries, be you from Europe, or staying there, or staying in West Africa, or down here in Nigeria, indigenous people, you have the Yorubas, Igbos, Ijaw, you have the Arewa, the Oduwa, the Biafrans, wherever you are, there is one thing that is uniting every one of us, is happiness for everybody, because this life is too short. If you note all those things that will stop people in private business, in government business, households, anything that will stop them from attaining that joy, peace of mind, that is what we are here to discuss. Now, if you want to join the ministry, good governance ministry, just call this number. You'll be added to the WhatsApp group where we proffer solution, because ours is solution driven. 081 0810 420 7522. Let me repeat, 0810 420 7522. You can send a WhatsApp message. Once I get the WhatsApp message, you'll be added to the group where we'll congregate to discuss how to solve our problem. We are solution driven. Let me tell you, the political class, the people who are enjoying, the political class today, eh, this present dispensation, this APC dispensation, those political class there might be on our side 4 years ago. There was one guy, Keke na Pepe, Okada driver, that won Federal House of Rep under Labour Party. The guy used the P2B tsunami to win Federal House of Representatives. Just few days ago, I heard that he has joined the dining table, APC. So, today the guy is among the political class. He's no longer on our side. The reason why I'm saying it is that somebody mentioned in Europe that Nigeria Nigerian system will always encourage you to, as long as you want to go and join them to play the politics that play, they will convert you to the political class. That you will join the people. Good news is that people, many, if people have the population, they will always win at the end of the day. Use what happened during the last election, obedience, just because of P2B. P2B was able to mobilize millions to Nigeria. If P2B is an activist, P2B is not an activist. P2B is a trader, he's a businessman. But if P2B is an activist, Nigerians were able to rally around an activist to push this new message for good governance. I bet you by now, good governance obedient group would have gotten 50 million followers. And who would defeat 50 million followers? It's just because P2B is not an activist, he's a businessman. That was why he didn't make proper use of that massive support given to him by support groups across Nigeria. Do you know how many support groups that supported obedient movement? But thereafter the 2023 election, they were all forgotten. Nobody recognized what they did. Not even elected. Not even elected. They're all politicians enjoying from people's wealth. So, Chinedu, what I'm saying is that the journey, the mobilization for good governance will continue. And sooner than later, way out of this mess is for all to embrace the message of good governance and come around it. For us to form one formidable front to confront the criminals in government. Thank you, Chinedu, and well done.
What you pointed out is what many people have as reservation through this journey of political revolution. You know, I call it political revolution. It's not just a political activity. It's a revolution which starts from the mind. People say it is impossible, but we see the possibility. We don't see the impossibility. It's only the people that are making it impossible, not even the politicians. Just like what you said, the guy in Kaduna, if I'm not mistaken, that won, a Keke Napep driver, a Okada driver that won House of Rep, is among the 4 people that joined APC, joined the dining table to squander the wealth. Now, what will become the fate of that person in the next election if he knows and understands the consequence of his action by betraying the very people that voted him? It is as a result of people being aware and informed. How many people knows the name of the man? How many people understand that this man has defected? Even since he has been there, what impact has he made? If there is a movement like what GGM is trying to do now and what we must do, in every state, we need at least a strong membership of 50 to 100,000 persons in every state. Membership. You are not paying any levy, you are not paying anything, just to identify with the message, with the program, with the revolution. You are not asked to come out on the street to protest. Nobody is asking you to come out on the street to protest. All we needed is your WhatsApp number, and we will be passing our message within ourselves and take action when it is necessary. And take action when it is necessary. If there is anyone that we may be voted into power and the person is turning their back against the very agreement he had with the people, that is where we start dealing with them. But when they know that they can get away with anything, and when they come back, they share bags of rice and all that, and people will start clapping for them. That is because the people are not organized. We need a strong, formidable movement like GGM that is not politically affiliated to any politician or any party. People's movement. That is what we're asking for. We are not asking you to come so that you can start contributing levy or start contributing money. No. Your money is not needed. Those who will sponsor it will be those who are not even living here. People who sees the commitment of the people who wants to be free. Because I know that our people in diaspora are also tired of the overweight of burden they are bearing to carry and take care of their families they left back home. And because of the over dependency on them, it is weighing them down. I kept saying that our people living in diaspora are slaves to the people who are living back home. Because they go out there, they work their ass out to take care of their people they left back home. Because we have bad governance. And when we now talk about the people standing up to fight, standing up to do, not even do anything much, but to identify with this revolution in order to ease the burden they have become upon their wards that are in diaspora. They don't have pity for the people in diaspora. They think they are in heaven. So all of this, they know that they will be the ones to support and fund the activities of GGM movement to ensure good governance. Yes, it's going to cost a lot of money. We're already pumping in money. We thank the very people who are giving us the kind of support. Do you know how we came back again to start doing live broadcasts and you're watching every day or every weekday? It is people who said, you need your voice back again. We need this program to continue. And they donated some of the gadgets we are using to, start our live streaming again. And people are also identifying to donate. So you are not being asked to come and donate money or pay levy. Okay? The people back home, not the people in diaspora that will do this. People back home is the people that we make. When there is election, they will be the one to vote. When there is time for action, they will be the one to be called out for action. So that when they see that truly you have an organized movement, GGM, who can do and undo, who can make and unmake any politician, then they will now start knowing that there is consequence for their actions. They will stop taking the people for granted. That's what we want to achieve. If you want your schools in your communities to be working, identify with GGM. If you want your roads to be fixed, identify with GGM. If you want to be getting justice of your oppression and the system of impunity that has subjugated you and have evaded you justice, join GGM. We are taking up the fight. It's our commitment. All you need to do is to call the numbers +234 810 4545533. That's 0810 4545533 or 0810 420 7522. The numbers are there on the screen, and the other one that in the BC called. You can get in the BC. Anytime you get in the BC, you are speaking to me. In fact, you will be the one that will attend to you more than myself, because a lot is here on my head. He will be the one to address and add you to the platform where we are mobilizing the people. In every state, we can mobilize 50 to 100,000 persons. They are enough to make the change. Strong members, people who identify, when we say, who are the GGM ambassadors in Anambra State, we have 100,000 persons. From every community, tell me why your community will not develop. Tell me why. Tell me why your hospitals will not be working. Tell me why your representatives at both the state level and the federal level will be misbehaving. We will deal with them and put a stop to all this nonsense once and for all. We cannot do it. It is not a matter of where two or three gather. It is a matter of the people's movement. It's a simple thing. We will continue hammering on this. The numbers are there. Ask yourself to be joined. If you are not part of this and you are getting our message on WhatsApp, ask to be added to GGM platform. Ask to be added as an ambassador. In every state, not just in the southeast, but all part of Nigeria and all part of Africa. If you are coming from any country, represent your country there. If you are coming from any state, represent your state there. If you are coming from any community, represent your community there. Mobilize the people. We don't need you to come out on the street to protest because they are going to kill you like they did during the NSAS. We are asking you to join the WhatsApp platform where you get information, where you can also give us information, where things are not working, where they are subjugating you. You get us to know, because GGM, like myself, Ndubisi, we are not omnipotent and omnipresent. We cannot be everywhere at the same time. We cannot know what is happening if you don't speak out. And how can you reach out to us if you're not part of the movement? Join GGM. That is what we're talking about. We must unite the people for enough of lamentation, enough of yapping on the social media, a lot of writing and, no, this is time for action. And next year we are going to engage them. We are going to engage them and end this bad governance, end this impunity once and for all. It is possible. It starts with unity of purpose. We have a purpose to end bad governance everywhere because every one of us are victims of this impunity in Nigeria. And not only in Nigeria, but Africa. We can do that. It is possible that Africans can be united, that Nigerians can unite, that Igbo can unite, irrespective of wherever you come from. It is a unity of purpose to end bad governance. It starts from me to you and to the next person. If you agree with this message, please keep sharing. Ndubisi, what do you have to say? Because we'll be rounding off. We will continue making this thing our moving forward. We keep mobilizing the people. This is our core template. We publish the registrar. It is easy for people to register and become GGM ambassadors and you be added to the platform. Just your number is what is needed, your state, so that wherever things are going bad, you call up and say, this is what the problem is. This is where the roads are bad. This is the thing that the government policy that is anti-people. We will rise up against it. And they go see that no mmadụ nwe ego obodo ego na-ata. Mana oke adịghị ifo ne muanya. Rat no dey shop food on top table where person they awake. Now when you are asleep, and Nigerians have been long asleep, they have been in slumber, but we are waking them up with this message. Ndubisi, how do you, what are you adding to it, because we are wrapping up already?
Yeah, thank you, Chinedu. What I have to tell the people is that everybody is tired of the present situation we found ourselves in Nigeria. When I may say everybody, I mean the political elites, even those of them in the dining table enjoying our money. They themselves are also tired. They know that the judgment day is fast approaching. You can see Ababio, Senate President. You heard what the guy was saying. I heard one senator sometimes ago on a TV station interview. The man said openly that the elites caused the present situation we find ourselves in Nigeria, and nobody should expect the said elites to go and solve it. He was asked them who will solve it. The man said, if you ask him, he has no answer because he doesn't know who will solve it. Sometimes ago, one of the elites told me in confidence, he said, it is people like us who have nothing to hide that will mobilize the working class and the lower people, mobilize them and inspire them, and they will stand up to take what is theirs. It is that easy. So the message will continue. I'm quite convinced that the message is going viral. I'm quite convinced because in different offices, if you go there, you will see how frustrated and disappointed the people are. If you go to INEC office is not working. The staffers there from the state level are all disillusioned and confused. If you go to NIM, National